Good evening. I thought today that I would have a quick chat about some of the great books that are available. Now, the books are great. It's a great way to find out information. You can also Google it. There's lots of ways to find information. I know on this page and also on the Together Inspiring Amazing group, we answer a lot of questions. So if you do have any questions about which oils to use for what or how to do things, if you ask on there, we get back to you fairly quickly with an answer. But it's always nice to be able to put your finger on it and have a look yourself and learn. We're chatting today about, how, you know so much, I would never know. You will. You will know it, you've just got to use it. And books are a great way. So if you've got something and you're not sure what to do, look it up. And that's a great way to sort of start to concrete some of that knowledge into your mind as well. So I thought I'd quickly tell you about these ones. This is my favourite. I love this book. Okay, The Essential Life. Now, this book sells for $61, okay, or around that. I've seen it on eBay for about $55. So it's $55 to $60. I normally sell it for $50. So if you do want it, it's not on the doTERRA price list. It is an extra. So I actually sell it through the More Than Oils page, and you'll find them for $50 there. But it is a gorgeous book. This is something I do. Inside the cover, I've put the little chart of the generic names and the different names. You may recall that I've told you before about oils like this one. Okay, this one here is called Lavender Peace in Australia. Now, if I look up this book and look in the blends, I'm not going to find a blend called Lavender Peace, but I am going to find a blend called Restful Blend. And that's this one. The Restful Blend's the generic name. Lavender Peace is the Australian name. And just to confuse you, Serenity is the American name. Okay, so that's what this little chart here tells you. So I try and stick that in the front of all the big books that I sell, so that you've got access to that, because it's pretty handy. It took me a while when I first started to work out what some of them were, so it's great. So in the front, it's got a great little handy guide. So you look up bruise or bursitis is one I've been looking up today. I'm making that blend now, Annette. I've nearly got it done for you. Okay, it then goes into all the individual oils, and it tells you a little bit about the chemistry, about any precautions associated with it, where it comes from, and then some of the ways to use it and some of the great properties of the oil. Okay, in this same part, a little bit further on, not quite that far, okay, a little bit further on, it tells you about the different blends. Okay, so that one there says Focus, and that's actually the In-Tune blend. So again, like, that's why the little chart's handy. So it gives you some great information on the blends, on the oils, on the supplements, on all sorts of things. And then you get to this blue chapter, which, where's the beginning of it? Sorry. You get to this blue chapter, they're all thing, and this one tells you all about body systems and focus areas, and just it's more specific. So you look up like your knees or whatever area it is, or if it's women's problems, then look up women's problems, and it'll give you then the information about the supplements, the oils, just lots and lots of ways to use them nice and safely. So books are great to give you guidelines, to give you ideas. And there's a nice chapter at the back of this one, which is about, well, this one's good, emotional well-being, that's always a bonus. And also then there is some cooking, some recipes, and using your oils in that one. So it's a big book. It's a big, beautiful book, that one. And like I said, that one through More Than Oils is $50. Okay, now it is a nice big book. It now comes in a handy book guide. So it's a little bit smaller, okay, almost bag size, handbag. I wouldn't say pocket size, but handbag size. Now it has all the same sort of information in it, and this is a great new book. Lana just picked it up from me last week, so I'm hoping she's enjoying it. But it does have, again, all your different info, and then your oils and your blends, and lots of ideas and ways to use your oils nice and safely. And that chapter there, in case you missed that, just a little bit about each individual oil. So it's got some really cool information in it. I like the size of this one. Now this one is $35. Okay, so $35 for that one, or $50 for the big one. Okay, but if both of those are too big, then there's another one, and this is the Essential Quick Guide. Okay, the quick reference guide. It's a soft one. It tells you how to use them safely. Okay, it's got the little guideline thing in there with the recipes and ideas and how to use them for specific type ailments. So a really quick reference guide, and this is $7, this one. Now with all the books, they give you the confidence to use the oils, I find. Until you're sort of happy to just go to your box and grab what you want for your diffuser or to make up a roller, your books are a great reference guide. So they basically mean that anybody can use the oils and anyone can use the oils safely, and that's what we're after. Okay, I know when I very, very first started way back, Maggie was huge on information, on education, on the safe practices around essential oils. They are an amazing substance. They can do amazing things, but you need to use them safely and with confidence. And so your books are awesome. I love them. So these are that's your 3 Essential Life books. Okay, so the big one, the what do they call this one? The basics, and then the handy reference. So they're the 3 Essential Life books. There is another series of books called the Modern Essentials. Okay, these are good. I like these ones too. To be honest, they're just not as pretty when I open them up. I really like the other ones. But lots of really good information in the Modern Essentials. You may have an old copy of Modern Essentials that was very blue. It wasn't purple and green. It was a very blue and white cover in that one. But same thing, it's got lots and lots of information on how to use the oils, on the individual oils themselves, on the blends, and then further on, here we go, we've got the reference guide. So it tells you all about which oils to use for what and how to use them. So once again, using your oils with confidence is half the battle, and this is a great way to do it. I do Google things occasionally and find little grids and little recipes and things like that. I don't go into all of them. Okay, these books have completely been researched and these guys stand behind what they're saying. Okay, it is backed by research. When I Google, I always make sure that it comes from like the doTERRA blog or the doTERRA science page, or the doTERRA Australia page is a great one because it's compliant with the Australian laws and regulations about what we can and can't say about oils. So I always, when I Google, they're the ones that I will get the most information from. Sometimes I'll have a read of Dr. Axe and Dr. Hill. Obviously, if it says Dr. Hill, Dr. David Hill from doTERRA, then yeah, I go with that one. His information is always amazing. With some of those little grids, again, a little bit of common sense, a little bit of knowledge, a little bit of an idea of what you're looking for. Don't just grab it because it, looks pretty or it says what you're looking for. Make sure that it is accurate information. So follow it up, check it out, and then find, if you've sort of looked in here and it says, okay, use oil A, B, and C, and then you see one of those little pictures and it's got oils A, B, C, F, G, K, G, then don't go there, because you know that you just need the 3 oils, okay? So if you get what I mean, like that's what I was thinking when I started that one. Anyway, there is lots of information available. I have all those books in stock, and I do take some to the markets. I don't take a lot, especially in winter, because I don't want them getting damaged. So if you are after any books, just pop us a message or give us a call. Now, if you've got your own doTERRA account, I always give a 10% discount, so something to keep in mind. It's a good idea to have your own account. Again, why pay wholesale? Why pay retail when you can pay wholesale? That's my logic anyway. Have a good night. See ya.